All right, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Big Marv's Network. Today we have Tavleen with WooFunnels. Are you one of the developers, one of the partners, co-founders? What do you do for build or for WooFunnels?
Sorry.
So what is it again that you do for WooFunnels?
Okay, so I look at all the marketing initiatives and the entire go-to-market strategy, sort of helping spread the concept, informing more and more people about what WooFunnels really does. So I'm in charge of the marketing and the communication piece.
Awesome. See, my followers love that because most of my followers are into digital marketing themselves, are entrepreneurs, and
Correct.
and one of the reasons they follow me is because I teach marketing. Like Facebook and Instagram. So that's
Right.
good. So tell us a little bit about your story, kind of what it's like to build WooFunnel. So guys, just so you know, today's going to be kind of a special episode just around funnel building and how awesome WooFunnels is. It's something I personally use for a lot of my clients. It's been one of my go-to softwares built into my process now. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about WooFunnels and what it does.
Great. So it's just good to hear that you use it yourself. So basically, WooFunnels is, as the name suggests, it is actually a funnel building solution in WooCommerce. And so the way we sort of got started with that is we started off as building plugins. Which were basically like a discounting plugin. So we've got Finale, then Next Move, which is our thank you page plugin, right? So and then we sort of thought, okay, how can we tackle a bigger problem, and or how can we actually take on a bigger challenge and impact people's bottom line even further? And that is how Build WooFunnels really originated. And so Upstroke, Oneclick upsells, well, that was our first product, and that is where we got started from. And then arrow checkout came in, and then order bump came in, and and now we're looking to tackle bigger problems. So I think really to be able to impact the bottom line of small store owners, to be able to help them make bigger bucks is actually where our heart lies, is where the mission lies, and that's what we intend to do as well. So I think products which are really good, which really spread, are ones that take inspiration from the real world. And if you'll see, then one-click upsells or order bumps, they're everywhere. McDonald's really made would you like fries with that really popular, and it did increase, it continues to increase their average order value, right? And you'll see upselling just about everywhere. You enter a Starbucks and you order a cup of coffee, and I think the next question that they'll ask you is if you'd like to take a sandwich with that, or single shot or double shot, or what sizes you want. Maybe would you like to upgrade to a larger size? So all those things are happening. They're happening around us. It's just that how can you port the same insights into the online world and help increase the order value of the small business owners? That's where we are right now.
Nice. So just so you guys don't, for those of you that don't know, what an upsell or an order bump does is when someone's going through your checkout process, you're basically presenting them with an offer that aligns with whatever they're purchasing anyways.
That's
So
right.
you're going to increase AOV, which is your average order value, right? So when you're running paid advertising, you think of your front end product, your low end item, the product that you're driving traffic to, as your break even product. That's your product that's just covering your ad spend. Now, once you start adding in order bumps and upsells, now your break even product is paying for your ad spend, and all your order bumps and upsells are nothing but net profit for you and your business. I want to show you guys an example of a site that's I'm using WooFunnels with. So
Amazing.
just like it sounds, it's built right into WooCommerce. And what I like about it is um, you can use either their built-in editor, which is fantastic. It's fast, it's robust, and it actually has some nice themes that convert pretty well. but you can also define custom pages. So we have a team of designers and developers actually designed our upsell pages, and we use Elementor Pro, which integrates seamlessly with WooFunnels.
That's right.
So I was able to map my upsells and downsells. So here I can show you guys an example. Here is a funnel page that we built that is an upsell, and these buttons actually trigger orders that are inside WooFunnels. And when you look at like here's our orders for last month. You can see that we grossed 5,700, and this is a brand new store. We just launched it June 1st. And then if I click on upsells, you can look at my reports. We made over $1,000 just in upsells. So that's $1,000 of profit just added to our bottom line just because we have upsells, and it's so easy to use. And another thing I really like that they have is something called arrow checkout. So if you guys don't know, when you go to buildwoofunnels.com and you look at their packages, just spend the extra money and get the bundle. It's worth the bundle, because the bundle, you're going to get Upstroke, you're going to get arrow checkout, and you're going to get order bump. So let me show you guys why you want all three. So if you take a look at our arrow checkout, what that is that gives you a one-page checkout. So think about it, when you go to an online store, you go view the product, then you add the product to cart, then you go to cart, then you confirm that you want it, then you got to enter your checkout details, then you finally confirm you have to go 3 to 5 steps in a typical checkout process. So what arrow checkout does is it removes all those extra steps, and it gives you that one step, boom, let's collect the money and go. So if you look at our one-page checkout, we have our main product here, and then this is the order bump. So we've had orders. So if you take a look at our reports, you can see that we've ordered just with our order bumps. Here, let me find it in here. I believe there's a spot in here where it shows people that take just the order bumps. But today is July 1st, so of course I don't have nothing for July yet. Hold on. I know there's a spot in here because I remember looking at it. Okay, so here's our order bump right here. So you can see 26 people got the order bump.
Wow, that's great.
That's just by having this option on the check. So they're already here on the checkout page. It's already a one-page checkout. We're already making it super easy for them to process their payment, which another reason, so their competitor that I used to use was called WooCurve, right? And then something happened, and now it's bogged and fixed. But they were limited on their payment processors. I needed someone that worked with authorized.net, which WooFunnels works with so many. What's nice about them is they work with whatever payment processor is built into WooCommerce. So it doesn't matter, as long as you have your payment processor, it's probably going to work with WooFunnels. So we started using WooFunnels, and it was just so much faster. The built-in templates made it easier to get funnels together. Being able to map it to custom Elementor pages, and the Elementor, working flawlessly. That was one of the things that we had trouble working with Bogdan Fix's solution, is we had to code custom HTML to make his plugin work. So, I mean, it just saves so much time switching to this built-in solution that integrates so seamlessly with WooCommerce. And it also works with ActiveWoo. So if you guys use ActiveCampaign and you're using tags trying to retarget, well, any upsells and things that you get work with ActiveWoo and LearnDash. So, because I've built membership sites with LearnDash, and
Sure.
it all works perfectly. It tags it in ActiveCampaign, no problems. So that I'm super happy with WooFunnels. It's like one of the things, and the only thing I wish you guys offered was like a developer license, like Elementor Pro. I think I pay them $300 a year, and I can use it on unlimited domains. Because somebody as
Correct.
myself, I offer it as a service, but still the price I pay for, I think it's 25 licenses I think I get in my
Yeah.
package is still at a cost for me to be able to offer it to my clients, and it still be worth it for myself as an agency owner and for my clients to get that AOV.
Yeah, sure. In fact, it's interesting. So last week we had someone writing into us and saying that, so he has the 25 site license, and he said it almost feels that, it's pretty much a steal because he's able to make so much money out of it and still able to use it on 25 websites. So he
Yeah.
said, if you could reduce the number of websites that you offer it on, so that, at least I don't feel that I'm kind of, sort of abusing you in a way because I'm using it
Yeah.
on so many websites. So
That,
yeah, I mean,
that is true, guys. Like, I have the 25 site license, which I believe I pay $200 or $300 a year for, which is literally, it might sound like a lot to some of you guys, but once you get into funnel building, like I just showed you guys, we made $1,000.
that's right.
So man,
Yes,
that's one site on 25 licenses. You know what I'm
yes,
saying? So just using it on one site, I made my client the money that I got from my license. So if my
correct.
client's paying me a retainer to advertise
Yeah,
for them, and you're making your client more money, it's going to make them happy and earn you more money in the end.
that's right.
So, it's
Yes,
definitely
yes.
worth it.
Yeah, we had someone writing into us and saying that they did a launch of $33,000. They had a big launch and everything, and $7,700 is what Upstroke contributed to their launch, which is about 25% of what they made. So that's like, I mean, all your ad cost, everything is out, and you're making a lot of profit. So I think that's the whole idea. Like, how can people become more ROI positive, because advertising is getting expensive. So how can we help them sort of take the cost of advertising out and then profit. And the people who have really low dollar front end products, and that's the power that Oneclick upsells or back end funnels actually give you, that you can really attract people with highly competitively priced products, and then once they're in the funnel, that's where you start making profits, which is in the back end.
Oh
So
yeah, like so this last November for Black Friday, we
yes,
we got a client who they were a seven-figure skincare company, right? And they
right.
grew their audience organically. So up until our agency was handling their store, they had never run paid ads.
Oh wow.
And they had zero order bumps, zero upsells. So just
Okay.
for those 3 days of having order bumps, upsells, and paid advertising, we spent $3,700 on paid ads, and we made $137,000 in 3 days,
Wow.
just adding order bumps and upsells. We had
Great.
$100,000 just in order bumps and upsells, and
That's
thirty
right.
thousand dollars in front end products.
Yes,
It,
that's
it was
really
it was so good. Like that client signed with us for 6 months immediately
absolutely, that's
because they
mind
were like,
blowing.
yes, like because it was one of those situations where they were like, prove it to us, and we'll like we basically made a bet with them. We'll say, we bet we will earn you profit just adding order bumps and upsells.
Amazing. That's
And
right.
so
Yes.
that's what we did, and boom, it was game over after that. We had two other clients that we built with WooFunnels, and
Yes.
we did launches. We made seven figures the first 2 days, and now WooFunnels manages on one site $33,000 of monthly recurring revenue, another site $27,000 monthly recurring revenue, and it doesn't skip a beat. So if you
That's
guys
amazing.
are thinking like, oh, it's just a cheap WordPress plugin, no, it's worth its weight in gold because I have it on 6 and 7 figure websites and it works flawlessly. We run thousands and thousands and thousands of people to the traffic, and it loads in 3 seconds or less.
I know, yes, that's right. Yes, speed is important. That's right. So we've made sure that we've optimized it for speed and everything. So I mean, I'm just hearing you talk, and I'm kind of really interested to know. Do you like follow a process to come up with one-click upsells and relevant order bumps?
Absolutely. I have a process that I rinse and repeat with every single client. We just change the
That's amazing.
variables.
Would you
And so
shed
like
light?
literally WooFunnels is part of my, so there's 1,000 different ways to market and advertise on the internet, right? But if
Sure.
somebody wants to sign it with me in particular, and I decide that WooCommerce is your best option, because some people WooCommerce is not the best option, but if WooCommerce is your best option, then WooFunnels is part of the deal. Like
Great.
and that's what we're building. We're using Arrow Checkout, Upstroke, and order bumps. And
Yes.
if it's an e-commerce store, the multi-products that you can do on upsells with the variations, like there's so many customizable options, and the price point, I just can't beat it. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I just cover the cost of that because, like I said, I get 25 accounts that I can use. So
That's right. Yes.
even if I have to buy 2 or 3 agency accounts with 25 licenses on each, it's still worth it to me
Yeah, that's right. Correct. Yes, you're
because
right.
it's built into my process now.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Like what was like specifically asking is, so let's say, the store sells, I mean, anything. So let's say they sell skincare products or something like that. Do
Oh,
you like,
that's easy because I already did a skincare one, right?
yes.
So my skincare funnel, we got 11,000 leads in less than 4 days with $68 in ad spend.
Oh, wow.
The front end product was a free 7-day sample of this
Oh,
anti-aging skin cream.
okay.
It was
Okay.
pay $4.99 for the shipping and handling, and we'll ship you a week sample. And the week sample it retails for $49.99. Right. And
Oh,
then as soon as we did that, we said one time offer, get a month free. So if they bought the month, then it was one time offer, get 3 months for the price of one. Then if
yeah.
they bought that, then it was join the subscription plan where we renew it every 3 months.
Oh, right. Amazing. Yes.
And
Subscription
then
is
we would
huge.
use the upsells and downsells to direct them based on what they did. So if they didn't take the 3 month, then we would offer them a 1 month subscription. If they did take the 3 month, then we'd upsell them bigger, because
Yeah.
once they took the free sample, then it was like get a month, get 3 months, or get 6 months, and then depending on where they went from there, we gave them different offers. So that's what I like about it is I can just direct them to a custom page that I've built with Elementor and
Yeah.
plug in the variables, and the different offers work perfectly. And,
That's right. Yes.
and so you just build a value stack with products that align with each other. So if it's for skincare, it would be like if it's an anti-aging cream, it's like what do they buy with the anti-aging cream? They probably buy like some makeup remover to take off their makeup
Yes.
before they put the cream on. They
Yes.
probably buy some kind of cleanser or face wash, right? Because they're gonna
Yes.
wash their face before they prep it with the anti-aging cream. It's like,
Absolutely.
so you would just look at the data and say, when people buy the anti-aging cream, what products do I have that go with that anti-aging cream? Or if it's
Correct.
makeup, what products do I have that go with that makeup? Like one funnel that we just launched, it is discounted brushes on the front end. And if they buy those, then we upsell them on the smaller brushes. Like the first set of brushes is for like foundation and blush and things like that. The bigger brushes with the bigger sets of bristles, right? And
Yeah.
these are some super nice brushes. So we've just discounted them heavily. And then the order bump is a second set of brushes for like your eyeshadow and your lashes and your lip liner and things like that. And then if you
Yes.
get that, then the next one is a brush cleaner, right? Because now you just got these
Yeah.
premium brushes, you want to keep them clean. And
Yeah.
if you get the cleaner, we're gonna throw in a bottle of free cleaning solution,
Yes.
and if you
Yes.
don't
Yes.
purchase
Yes.
the cleaner, then we're going to downsell you on the cleaning solution by itself, and you can clean your own brushes now that you got a bottle of solution. But
Correct,
if you
correct.
do buy the
Yeah,
cleaning
that's right.
solution, now
Yes.
we're going to upsell you on a palette set of new eyeshadow and blush, because who wants to use old makeup when you just got a new set of brushes? You know,
Absolutely.
so
Yes.
you just got to build that value stack of what products align. And like, I don't care who you are, what business, even if you're personal coaching, because that's one of the things that I do the most is coach people through creating a lead magnet, a mini course, and a major course and a membership site, right? And so even if you're a personal coach, it's just creating a value stack where everything in that stack aligns with each other, and they gradually take the person up, right? You can't have
Right.
a product down here that's $15 and then your upsell is $1,000, right? So
Yeah.
you got to gradually take them to that $1,000,
Correct. Yes.
which is what's nice about WooFunnels integrating with Active Woo and WooCommerce so seamlessly, because now all my retargeting campaigns that take them to my other funnels to take them to that $1,000 offer, they all play and work together seamlessly. Because a lot
Yeah.
of people's argument would say, well, I can use cheaper plugins or different plugins or tie 6 plugins together with Zapier. And I'm like, well, what happens when all those zaps fail? Right?
Yes.
So if you can have a solution that's fast and seamless and integrates natively, then that's what you need to do. Like, use zaps as a last, like, you don't have any other alternative.
Yes. Yeah, I think what really people miss here is that shoppers, they have an innate desire to buy complementary products. So when you buy one product, you actually have the desire to buy more products that perfectly complement what you've just bought. Like I recently bought a phone, and I wanted to protect it, so I bought the extended warranty, which extended the protection for a year more. And then the cover, the
You get a
screen
screen
guard.
case, a cover, an extra
Correct.
charger,
Yes. All
because
of
when you
that stuff.
buy in a
Right.
new phone, you're like, oh, I do want the extra 2-year warranty. Oh, I do
Yes.
want Gorilla Glass. Oh, I
Correct.
do want a case because I don't want to break my new phone. Oh,
Absolutely. So you have the desire to
I
protect.
should get a charger for the
Yeah.
car.
Correct. Yes. Charger for
All
the
of these
car.
things go together, because
Right.
what'll happen is, like, you'll be out and about, you'll drop your phone like, man, I should have bought that glass.
Correct.
Then the next
Yes.
time you buy it, now it's just programmed in you to get it the next time. Or
Yes.
or like
You don't want to have that regret later that you didn't buy it at the right time, and therefore you want to make sure that you protect that purchase. And this is only it's this desire is probably it's at its strongest when you just bought. Like for a week later, the phone is old. Now
yeah,
you don't care. You moved on.
you want it
So
within 4 hours. Like, you want it
exactly, that's the
immediately if
window.
possible,
Yes,
but 4 hours is your window to catch them in
that's
them.
right.
And like, every minute that goes by, your window gets smaller.
Yes, that's right.
And
Yes.
if you guys want an easy way to think of funnels, think of direct response marketing, but in digital format, right? When you
Yeah.
go to McDonald's or Jack in the Box or Sonic or wherever else, and you order a burger, they say, do you want the meal or just the sandwich? And
Yes.
if you order just the sandwich, they say, do you want fries with that? If you order the meal, then they say, do you want that small, medium, or large? Right?
Yes.
They have that's their funnel system. If you go to Walmart or Fred Meyer or Safeway or any other box store, when you get to the counter, you see all the little candies and the little car chargers and these little items that you didn't probably don't need or probably never thought you needed or wanted, but they're right there at the cash. That's your order bumps, right?
Yes.
So just think of it that way. Like, funnels is just the digital way of adding in direct when somebody goes to your door to sell you knives or a vacuum or whatever they're selling. When
Mhm.
they knock on your door, if you've ever purchased them, right? Because I actually sold vacuums a few years ago, because somebody told me, like, if you want to get good at sales, you need to go do one of those direct response sales jobs for a little bit, and then that talking to all those people and getting rejected so much will actually teach you how to sell better. I don't know who came up with that logic, but I did it. right? And
Mm.
so, but when you're selling vacuums, if somebody purchased the vacuum, we had our own upsells of like, do you want to add these extra hoses on, or this extra protection, or
Mm.
this extra one? And then based on what they bought, we had other things to offer them to make that package bigger or smaller. Because we'll say, you can get the vacuum today for $2,500, or we can give it to you for $2,900, but throw in all this stuff that's worth $3,000 with it. And
Yes.
then they go, oh, that's only 300 or 400 extra bucks. I'll take
Right.
it,
Right.
you know.
Yes.
And if they do take it, or they say, oh, I want to take it, but I just don't have $2,900. Then I say, that's fine. We have payment plans, you know,
Oh,
and then
yes.
we give them a
Yes.
payment plan option, you know.
That's
So
really good.
that's
Yeah.
another way that I use
Correct.
funnels is I'll use a downsell to sell someone on a payment plan for a high ticket item,
Correct.
because that's
Correct.
something you don't think of. You just drive them to your high ticket sales page for like a 1,500 to 2,500, $3,000 item, and people might really want it, but they just don't have the money. So then you say, then you give them a pop up or an order bump or a downsell that says, how about take it for $3.99 a month for the next 6 months?
Correct.
Get some
Correct.
every time.
And you can learn from some of the some of the best people out there. Like Disney does it, like Disneyland. When you go there and you take a ride, and they just you don't just exit, like you don't just exit an open land. They actually funnel you into this shop which sells all the so the ride that you just experienced. They sell you products related to that. So all sorts of stuffed toys and all of that you just
Yeah,
saw on the screen or
exactly.
interacted with. Yes. And then just funnel you into this into this shop. You can buy all the souvenirs and all these stuffed toys related to the ride that you just experienced. And
It, it's funny that you say that, because I took my son to Legoland last summer for his birthday,
yeah,
right? And after every ride in Legoland, they funnel you
that's
into
right.
this little room. It's like a mini
Correct.
shop. And it's
Yes.
like, so if it was like a Ninjago ride, it was all these Ninjago Lego toys, you know? And the
Yeah.
first thing you see when you get off the ride is you want a picture of you and your son on the ride. You want to get that picture on a
Correct.
t-shirt or a cup or
Yes.
a button, or you want it in a frame. Do you want a photo book? We recorded
Yes.
the video. Do you want a video? And they have all these packages to add on. And then you have to walk out the shop with your kid saying, I want the Ninjago Legos. I want this. I want that. And it's every
Yes.
single ride has their own mini shop that
Absolutely. Yes.
pitches those
And
exact products as soon as
yeah.
you get off the ride. So yeah, that's
Correct.
another example of direct response marketing in real
Yes.
life that you could apply
Absolutely.
to a sales funnel and put it in
Right, and
business.
I think Disney really took it a step further. So they looked at how people are behaving, and they looked at how everything really works around. And what they did is that they introduced something called the Disney Magic armbands, and with that you don't even have to take your wallets out. So if you want to buy a souvenir, or if you want to have a dinner date with Jasmine, or um, uh, you know. Buy some food, buy a meal or something, you don't even have to take your wallets out, and you're just wearing a Disney armband, and you just sort of flip your wrist and it scans, and the payment is
Yeah.
deducted with one
It,
flash of a
it
band.
makes the passion purchase that much easier. Because I will
Correct.
say this, like, so I took my son up there and we got a 3-day pass, right? So
Yeah.
the day one, we didn't have the wristbands or any of that, because I
Yeah.
was just I had never been there before either, so I didn't know about all the extra stuff. So
Sure.
the
Sure.
first day, the wristbands were like $80 or something like that, but you got
Yeah.
all these extra pictures and all this other stuff thrown in with it, and I was like, nah, I'm just going to do the 1-day ride pass today. But I still ended up spending like $150 on like
Right.
pictures and merchandise and stuff like that day. So
Yes.
I was talking to my wife, and then the next day we were like, okay, we'll get the band for the next 2 days. I spent more money having the band because it was
Yes.
so easy. Because like when I was spending cash, I would think about it, right? Because I'm physically looking at it, like
Exactly.
watching the
You're
cash
Spain.
dwindle
Yes.
away, right?
That's right.
So
Yes.
I'm actually taking a second to think, do I want the biggest picture package? Or because they make it super easy. They're like, you can order the pictures and we'll ship them to you later after they get made, or what, they make it super easy to spend your money basically. So
Yes.
and it's really automated. And
Correct.
and so like the first day, yeah, I didn't buy every single, but that second day, every single ride I got pictures. Every
Correct.
single ride I got merchandise. Every single thing we did, I got the upsell. Every single thing we did, because I had the wristband, so it's just easy to go, yes,
Yeah, just flash the ban and that's
link to my
it.
bank account, whatever. Like it was
Right.
just
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it because I was in the moment with my son. It was his birthday, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
exactly.
it is what it is.
Exactly.
I was just trying to have a good time.
Yeah, again, I mean, that's again very much rooted in psychology. So when you actually take your wallet out and sort of get the money and pay someone, there is pain associated with that, and you feel a little bit of you actually feel a sense of pain when you are giving money to someone. But when you're flashing a band, suddenly that feeling of pain is completely gone, and now you're like on board, and you don't even like there is transaction happening at every step, but you're not actually seeing it happen, which is why you're in the moment, you're enjoying the moment, and that's it. So it's gone. So that's actually a master stroke move by Disney, that people do not have to take their wallets out, and they can enjoy the experience. And I think that that's a really good strategy. So when you actually port it into the online world, what we call as one-click upsells, right? It's just a single click, and you do not have to re-enter your payment details. You do not have to take your credit card or debit card out again to enter your details and everything. So that's exactly how you port it in the online world as well. And I think that's where Steve Jobs did a great job with the one-click buy button, which is patented. I mean, he implemented it on iTunes, and of course, Amazon had it from the very beginning. They're the one who patented it. And the one-click buy, I mean, I have seen my own purchase really go up since the time I've started using the one-click
Oh
buy.
yeah, the
I mean,
Amazon Prime one-click buy has me hooked.
yes,
And as soon as I got the 1 day or the 1 hour delivery, game over. Like
yes,
that's like Amazon has made it to where they're the first place I look for anything now
right, yes,
because it's
absolutely,
so easy
absolutely,
to be just one-click buy. That's I want
yes,
that. I want that one-click buy. I'm done.
right,
And
right,
then Amazon will hit me with order bumps and upsells too. Customers who purchase this also purchase this, and I'm like, so I'll give you an example. I just put a new radio in my truck. So when I ordered my radio, I ordered speaker wire, extra speakers, and all this other stuff that I didn't even think of when I ordered the radio. And I was like, well, now that I think of it, I do need speaker wire. Oh, now that I think of it, I do need those,
yeah,
and
yeah.
what started out as a $40 transaction ended up being a $170 transaction.
That's right. Yes. So that's exactly, I like to think of order bumps and one-click upsells as that switch. So basically, when you're only selling your front-end products, you're surviving, or you're barely sustaining yourself. But the moment you turn on that switch, where you have your order bumps in place, your one-click upsell funnel in place, that's where the game changes, and that's the switch of profitability. And you suddenly turn profitable, and you're raking in big dollars just by doing that, just by turning on that switch.
Yeah, and it's so easy to implement, guys. Like literally, you're just take the products that you already sell and you put
Yes.
them in line with each other. So you just look at your data and say, this person ordered this and this together, and they always order these things together. I'm gonna make that my order bump. And
Yes.
and they make it so easy to automate because, like literally, guys, I just go in here and I say it's all dynamic. So I can say, if this person orders this product, I want you to trigger this offer funnel, and it
Yes.
takes them through that step. I can even say if they order $50 worth of product, show them this offer, or if they spend $150, show them this different offer. If they spend 300, because what that does is like your clients that buy like a 6-month supply of something and they spend a few $100s at a time, you can give them the huge savings but make the most profit on those high ticket items because they're more likely to purchase. And then you got those people that are always looking for a deal. So you can hit them with like the 20% off offer or other things, and it can all be triggered by what's in their cart
Yes.
value.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So that's the rule builder, and we have the rule builder in Order Bump as well as in Upstroke Oneclick Upsells, and you can definitely make highly relevant offers based on what they're buying. And recently we introduced Upstroke 2.0, and with that we've also got the indexing feature. So basically, it allows you to segment your funnels. So when you press the index button, it will scan all the orders that have been placed in your store right from the day of inception, right from the day you started. And now you can actually make them upsell offers based on what they have bought in the past. So let's say they bought a phone from you, and you don't want to pitch them a phone again because they have bought it sometime in the past, and so you can skip that offer, right? Or if they bought let's say they bought a course on email copywriting from you in the past, and now they're buying something else on let's say a course on social media. So but you know that they've bought the email copywriting course in the past, and they are interested in that, so maybe you can upsell them some templates this time,
Yeah.
right? So
I was just about to say, order bump some templates to go with your copywriting course.
exactly,
Yeah,
yes.
see?
So that is indexing in Upstroke 2.0, and it is going to scan all your previous orders, and that also lays the foundation for us to create more features which we're going to be now building. And on top of that, so based on, because now Upstroke has a stock of all the orders, so it creates a very optimized database, and it maps the customer's name against the items that they've bought ever in the past, and so based on that you can now make even more relevant offers. So the entire theme of this new update was super relevant offers on beautiful pages. And that's because we've now deeply integrated with Elementor. So we give you all the pre-built templates, which you can just load into Elementor with a single click.
That's
And just
amazing.
modify them, so
I'm
you don't
looking.
even have to build pages from scratch if you don't have design. So you can create professional upsell pages even if you're not a designer or you don't have a good design sense.
Yeah, guys, she's not lying there like that. Like I said, that's one of the reasons I use it, because one of the things people pay me for is I coach them and then they end up doing it on their own. So I like choosing tools that are very easy for someone that's not like myself to jump right in and start using it. So guys, I want to show you just how easy this is. So I'm going to go to Upstroke, and I can just add new, and we'll just call this test. And see, I can add rules, so I can say like product tag, for example, if anybody has purchased my alpha bundle, right, then I can show them this offer. Or I can say if they match it, where is it? I thought there was an advanced rule where it's like don't show it to them if they, oh yeah, here it is right here. So I can say if they match VIP product funnel, then skip this funnel if they've previously viewed it before, because obviously I'm going to have a VIP alpha bundle funnel, right, to funnel them through that offer. So I'm going to skip them based on them previously viewing those offers. Or I can say, hey, if they purchase this specific product, right? Like let's say they ordered monthly, because I don't know if you guys saw that, but I have a yearly plan in there. I can save and proceed. Then it's just what offer do you want? So let's just say they got my monthly, so now I want them to do a year, so I'm going to say this is a year special, right? And then we just add the product to the offer. And it's all dynamic fed from whatever you create in your WooCommerce store. So you just create a product in your WooCommerce store and it will populate inside WooFunnels. So now that I've done it, I can say, what am I going to do? I'll give them a 20% discount.
Yeah, because this discount is not going to be visible to anyone who's coming and buying directly this product from the storefront. So it's only in the back-end funnel.
Exactly. It's only the back-end funnel. So now I can hit save offer, continue and save. And so what that was alerting me was right now it's in sandbox mode. So this isn't live, meaning that this isn't going, that rule is not going to trigger until I turn this from sandbox to live.
And also your offer needs to be activated as well.
Yeah, this here. So you can see there's a little orange dot here. Here's the offer. So you just hit this little toggle that makes the offer turn on.
Yes.
And then, so now this was what we were talking about in the design. I can either use this. So you can click this little eyeball here and it'll show you, see, like they have this ready to go upsell page. You just plug in your own testimonials, your own info about your product, and literally, yes, add to this. It's one click. They don't have to put their card in again or nothing. Or if they hit no thanks, that's for if you add in upsells or downsells, right? Because you can add as many upsells or downsells as you want.
Yes.
And then based on their actions, right? And then I have Elementor Pro, which if you guys are an agency and you haven't gotten Elementor Pro yet, like it's only $200 or $300 and you use it on unlimited websites. Like you're talking about a $500 investment that's going to earn you and your customers thousands of dollars when you pair Elementor. Because check this out, you either have their built in or you click this Elementor button, and these are pre-built templates that come with the Elementor tool, and you just click that import button and boom, you got these templates that are ready to go that work great with Elementor. If you guys don't know what Elementor is, it's like, look at this funnel. This was built with Elementor Pro. So you can build really like beautiful funnel pages with Elementor, and your client can log in, and it's a drag and drop builder so they can modify it or change it as their offers change. And so you just one click, you get brought to Arrow Checkout, which is my one-page checkout with the order bump. Amazing, and then that just takes your offer that you designed in here. And you go to settings, and then this is where you basically set priority. That means like, you know how I was talking earlier about how you can set up, if you have $300 in your cart, then do this. If you have $50 in your cart, do this. You can set your priority to where the $300 offer comes up as a later priority because they're going to hit $50 before they hit $300.
Yes.
Or if you have a product that you want to sell more of than another one, then you can set a priority there too.
Yeah. So
Tavleen actually has some demos and stuff set up to show you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it off to her, let her share her screen and show you guys some more of the incredible features that WooFunnels has to offer.
Yeah, so let me just quickly, explain the context here. So we have, we have a client who sells all these the protein powders and all of that stuff, the supplements and all that, right? And now he really wanted to implement the order bumps and the one-click upsell funnel in his business because he heavily relies on Google Ads. So he wanted to make sure that not only was he like ROI positive, but also he was able to rake in some good profits. And of course, he really understood that his buyers really need those extra supplements. So just one is not enough. They really need those extra supplements supplements to, so that the combination is what actually really fastens the results and gets them there faster. So he really wanted to be able to create this upsell funnel and sort of pitch them the relevant upsell offers. So we created something for him. So we created an upsell funnel. I'm going to quickly show you these offers. So let me just share the screen.
And if you guys are in the supplement world and you're not doing upsells and order bumps, like that's one of the biggest. Like I've been doing a lot of health and fitness funnels for the last 7 months, and that is one of the easiest, quickest money makers that you can add to your business. Because if somebody is buying supplements from you, you already know what supplements are paired together to maximize those results. So when you're pitching your programs and you're pitching your supplements and your offers, you already know which supplements go together. So it's very easy for you to build different offers and value stacks based on what they're purchasing.
Yes, that's right. So can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. Okay. So this is what we did in a, it's a real funnel. So basically it's like when the product is, it contains at least one quantity of, and they're buying the keto one, right? And it does not contain keto mine. So that's the product that we're going to be pitching, that we're going to be upselling, right? So then in the offer section, what we've done is that we've created these two offers, and we're offering a 30% off on this one. Now, let me show you, in the design, again, like I was talking to you about, the Elementor integration that we introduced. Before that, here we say skip this offer if the product was ever purchased before. So what I just told you about indexing, that Upstroke now can take a stock of all the orders that were placed by a specific person in the past. So you can skip the offer if it was ever purchased in the past. So you have the option now. So that's a new option. Now in the design section, you've got two options here. Actually, it's not showing up right now because right now I have already chosen Elementor. But before this, you could choose the customizer. You can choose the customizer to design your upsell page using the inbuilt customizer. But here I've chosen Elementor, and this is a template that I've chosen. And let me show you how that looks. So this is it. So this is, again, this is done using a pre-built template. The product is on the left-hand side, and then all the description is on the right-hand side. Then, we've used this, we've done a bit of customization here. So Upstroke basically gives you widgets. Let me show you, let me show this to you. So this is the page that we've created using a pre-built template, and it was literally rolled out in minutes, within a few minutes, because we weren't building anything from scratch. It was already there, and we just had to make a few edits to come up with this. So yeah, so when you search here offer, so okay. Yes, so this is Upstroke, and you've got 10 widgets here. These are all powered by Upstroke, and these are Elementor widgets. And you can just, drag and drop them and place them anywhere. This is the quantity selector, the variation selector. So it communicates with WooCommerce based on the product that you've selected here. And you get all these widgets here. This is the product short description. So that's where this is coming from. Then I've made a few edits here. And then this is the regular price and the offer price. So this is where it's all coming from, right? Here you've got the regular price, the offer price. Then I've selected this option to show it as tagged. So this is how we've made inline editing possible, and done all these customizations. Then this is the reject link. Again, this is some copy that has been written here. So that's that. Then here we've got another offer.
That's actually, guys, sorry for interrupting you, but that's actually a new update I haven't even played with yet, because they used to not have the Elementor widget. So that makes it even worth more money now.
That's right, yes.
what I used to do was you'd build it out in Elementor, and then you just go in and define the CSS class ID to be like WooFunnel accept yes with a special key code that they generated. But now that it's built right in, it makes it that much easier to use it. So yeah,
Absolutely.
that's incredible. And
Yeah.
it's all, and it pulls it all dynamically, so it just makes it, like she said, it would take you a couple minutes to spin this up and make it happen, to begin offering it to your clients.
Yes, and you know, like we chose Elementor to be our first, you know, to integrate deeply with them as the first page builder, is because you know the philosophies are pretty similar. So Elementor really wants to simplify design. So even if you have no design background, they really want to reduce your dependence on designers and developers. You do not have to you know, go to a developer to make small changes. And I think that philosophy was pretty much in sync with what we also believe in, and therefore introducing these widgets is you know, it's the first step, and it really makes your task easier. So now again, in the next, so this is another pack of Keto One. So that's my next upsell offer, and that's that. Add another Keto One to your order. So the idea is that someone who's already buying this, they would like to stock up on one more, and that's because you know, they do not have to wait for more days for the pack to reach them. So it's already there. When the first one is over, they have the second one to start, right? So they can stock up on it and use it when they run out of on the first one. So this is actually the simplest upsell offer, where you pitch them one more of what they have just bought, and it works like a charm.
Yeah, guys, like, listen to what she's saying. It works like a charm every single time.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
just adding one more of anything, or just literally my funnel, just adding from a 1 month package to a 3 month package to a 6 month package. I got people buying 3 and 6 months, and they would have the whole time. They just didn't have the option. So this is all about giving them the right message at the right time. You're right, because that's all advertising is about, is sending the right message to the right person at the right time. And as you saw with her rules defined, saying they have this in their cart, but this isn't in their cart, then show them this offer, because if they're already buying it, maybe they have another offer they want to show them, right? Whereas if
Yes.
they aren't buying it, we're going to encourage them to buy it, because we might even have another offer set up saying, well, if you have Keto One in your cart, then this is what we're going to present you with, you know?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, it really, it makes a lot of sense. And you know, if you have you can also use the subscriptions add-on of Upstroke, and you can also you know, let them put this on subscription. So that's another great thing. Like you know, people will not even go to another store to buy this. They will always buy it from you, because now they are on a subscription. So that also makes for a really good upsell. So like here, I've got 5 rebuttal-proof reasons why you should totally stock up on one more pack of this, and then you know, all these 5 reasons why they should do it. And the first one is that life takes over, and it's perfectly normal to forget to reorder. So that makes for a good case. Let me just show you all the templates that we've now got. Right, just give me a second. Yeah. So let's say we're just going to add a new template. Let's just call it test 11. So yep, all products.
So, and then all products is great if you guys like want to create a generic offer that might align with anybody that visits your store that orders any product, like an evergreen offer you want to present to everybody in your store.
That's
That'd
right.
be a great time to have that. kind of evergreen funnel always in place.
Yes. Yeah, so no matter what they buy, they will get this. So we've actually, they also have a zipper and, some really cool t-shirts with their logo on it. And they're actually for wearing to the gym. And so, we've made that an order bump, but that could also be an evergreen one-click upsell where no matter what stuff you buy. Oh, hello.
Say
hello.
Hi. Say hi, Zeke.
Hi. What's...
We're gonna build some funnels. That's what we're doing. We're building funnels.
Yeah, would you like to build some funnels?
He always joins me for funnel building.
Great, that's amazing. So I have a little son as well. He's just 9 months old. So doesn't build funnels yet, but yeah, I'm sure he'll be pretty, he'll be pretty soon on the path as well.
Yes, start them while they're young, right, Zeke? So you were saying, so we're going, you're going to show us all these new Elementor templates that you guys have now.
That's right. Yes. So so this is the customizer where we've got 2 templates here, and of course again, because these are all components. When you actually open up, these are all components. So you can select different layouts to present your products, and then in Elementor we've got all these different templates. So these 3 here, they are actually multi-product templates. Again, really effective when you're making, when you want to present multiple offers on the same page, like buy 2 with the cost of 1, or buy 3 at the cost of 2, stuff like that. So
you want me to tell you guys another way that we used it and we were able to generate a lot of extra capital or profit for our client? Was it was the same thought of just add one more, right? So they bought 1 bottle, and then we were saying add 1 more bottle, but they had different flavors. So it was like buy natural, cinnamon, or I think it was like a fruit flavor or something. So people were able to mix and match the different flavors, and we had the variations set up. So the multi-product, so that's why I tell you guys to just get the bundle when you get WooFunnels, because the bundle is worth it. You get all of the extra add-ons and everything. It makes it super easy to add on all these extra variations of multi-product offers.
Yes,
and it really supercharges your funnel.
Oh, definitely, yes. So, you can see all those templates, but of course you will be able to only add extra product when you have the multi-product add-on activated. And choice is really good. So offering people choice on the upsell page, because so what happens is that you reduce the probability of no. So when you just give them one single offer, then they can either select that offer or they can reject the whole thing and move on. So yes or no, and the probability is 50-50. But when you offer them a choice between 2 or 3 upsell offers, then you instantly reduce the probability of no to say 25% or 33%, right? So that's how it really works. And I'm really impressed by the way the auto industry actually uses this multi-offer strategy. So whenever you go to buy a car, they never say, oh, here's a car and it's worth X dollars, right? They always show you different, they always give you different options. So you can buy, you can buy the standard, the standard variant with just with the basic car, or you can buy it with some bells and whistles, or you can go for the highest one. You can by shelling out more money, and that one will have a high-end stereo system with the spoiler and a nicer bumper guard and all of that stuff. So the alloy wheels and all that, right? So they always give you this choice, and when you give people choice, they feel they're more in control of their decisions, right? They can actually they feel more empowered about taking a decision. So that's pretty interesting as well. So those are the multi-offer templates that we've got here. And people can just select one of them and add them to their order. So that's what I've got.
Well, thank you so much for that presentation and showing us a little bit of how to use, WooFunnels. So can you tell us, or tell the audience rather, how they can, get in touch with you guys if they wanted to check out WooFunnels for themselves or their business?
Yeah, sure. So they can go to buildwoofunnels.com. That's BUILD and then WOOFunnels.com. And they can actually explore the bundle. So we've got Upstroke, Oneclick upsells, Arrow checkout. And also I've created, a coupon code for your audience specifically. They can use Build Big. So that's the coupon code. Build big.
Nice. Right? Build big. So you hear that, guys. Go get WooFunnels and put in code Build Big when you check out, and you'll get an even better offer. So,
definitely, yes, a very lucrative offer. They can definitely, go for that one, and they can check out the bundle where they will get the order bump, the Arrow checkout, so they can customize their checkout page. Because what WooCommerce traditionally gives you, the checkout page, that's not really optimized for conversion. You cannot put your guarantee there. You cannot, show off your trust seals. You cannot put some social proof there with the testimonials and everything. So there are a lot of limitations that you have. In case you want to customize the conventional checkout page, you definitely need help of a developer, right? But with Arrow checkout, you've got all those elements built right in, and it's actually optimized for conversions to win people's trust. And when they trust you, they will, they will obviously pay you as well. So
absolutely. And let me show you guys, Build Big. Seriously, just type that code in. You're gonna get it for $253 today. I paid $300 for it, and it's still worth every penny. You guys are gonna get it at $250. Still worth it. Thank you so much for being on the show today. Do you have any last minute words or anything you want to tell the audience before I let you get out of here?
Well, I would just say that the entire landscape is definitely getting competitive. So the advertising costs are going higher. The competition is getting more fierce. So I think it's really important. Even if I wasn't representing Build WooFunnels here, I would still say that we definitely need to fight for our business to become more sustainable, to become more profitable. Because at the end of the day, why else are we doing it? We're doing it to be happier, to have more money, to feed our kids better, to take them to Disneyland. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what is really driving us. So it's really the why behind what we do that really powers me, and that brings me to work every day. So like I said, even if I wasn't representing Build WooFunnels here, I would still say that businesses really need to turn on that switch of profitability. They really need to fight for their sustainability more fiercely, considering how competitive the whole environment is getting right now. Everyone who can advertise is advertising, and people with really deeper pockets who were traditionally advertising on television or on newspapers are now in the digital arena competing with us one-on-one. So I think small businesses like ours, like yours, they're definitely feeling the heat, but turning on that switch of profitability is really important. And that if that comes with choosing with sort of zeroing in on relevant upsell offers for your customers, then do it. That makes for a good case, right?
Yeah, obviously. And just so you guys know, I don't get paid any commission. I'm not going to get anything for this. So absolutely. I actually met Tavleen because she reached out to me and was like, hey, just like any typical business, hey, how do you like WooFunnels? And I invited her to come on the show because I love it so much, and it's become such a concrete part in my business, right? And like I was telling you guys, WooCommerce isn't for everyone. So obviously I'm not going to recommend WooFunnels to you if that's not your platform. But if WooCommerce is your platform, you definitely need WooFunnels in your arsenal. I have yet to install it on the site and not get my money back tenfold. And I didn't even know she prepared code Build Big for you guys. So that's just something that you guys get to enjoy for that. So Thank you again so much for being on the show, guys. This is another episode of Big Marv's Network. Don't forget to tune in next Friday when we'll have another interview with another great entrepreneur. Thanks again, Tavleen. One love.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was lovely chatting with you, and thank you so much. So a lot of insights that I got from you as well. It was great learning, and it's morning 9:40 a.m. right now. I'm fully charged. I don't even need coffee anymore. I'm just fully charged. Thank you so much for joining.
Of course. Have a good one. Bye.
All right. Yes. Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.